Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Talk with Abu. Today we will be having a quick question answer session about Zakat. And we have Mufti Shaahid Raza Azhari with us who will answer our all questions about the Zakat. Assalamu alaikum wa
Walaikum assalam wa
rahmatullahi wa
rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh.
barakatuh.
So, first question, how can I know whether I should pay Zakat or not?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Yes, so basically in Sharia, there are two categories of people. One considered as those who are not wealthy, and one considered as wealthy. So a threshold has been kept by the Sharia that if a person's wealth exceeds beyond this threshold, he will be considered as a wealthy person and on whom zakat becomes obligatory. So that amount is 612 grams of silver. Whoever owns wealth which is equal to the value of this much of silver, he would have to give zakat, and he is considered as a wealthy person.
So, for example, if I have a car and if I have a shop, and for example, I'm using mobile phone, and then if I have some goods in my store,
Yes, yeah.
in that case, should I pay zakat for all the goods, or is there any specific
Yes.
items?
So we should understand on which goods of ours or which types of wealth of ours is zakat on, and on which wealth there is no zakat. Basically, there are four categories of wealth on which we have to calculate the zakat. First of all, the gold and silver, in whatever form it may be, whether it be gold coins you have, or gold bricks you have, or jewelry, you have to give zakat on that. Likewise, silver jewelry if you have. And apart from gold and silver, whatever currency you have, whether it be local or foreign, or whether it be cash in your hand, or whether it be in your bank saved, or whether it be in any other form, right? So you have to give zakat on the currency. And the fourth type of thing on which you have to give zakat is the goods which you have kept for business, the goods which you have kept for trade, whether you have a buy and sell business or whether you own a factory where you produce goods and sell it off. So the goods which you produce and the goods which you have bought and kept in your inventory to sell, these things are applicable for zakat. As for other things, for example, you have your basic essential things, like you have your mobile phone, that is an essential thing, you have your vehicle, you have your house, or you have your shop, right? So these things are essential needs on which there is no zakat. Like also, you take the example of a factory. If you have machinery in your factory, you do not have to give zakat on the machinery, because these things are required for your work, these are required for your living, on which there is no zakat. Yes.
So, in this, I have a question. Many people in business they stock items. Like for now, example, an item is 100 rupees, and he knows next year it will become 150 rupees. So
Yes.
he keeps that products for 1 year.
Yeah.
So he should pay zakat for that.
Yeah. Yes. So basically, the date on which he has to take out his zakat, he will see what is the value of the goods which he has on this date, not on the date which he had bought the goods. Right. For example, if a person on February the 15th, he has to give his zakat, his year of zakat ends. On that date, he will see what value is of his goods, and he will calculate upon that.
So how much zakat should I pay?
How much? It's very simple. You just need to calculate all the wealth you have from the four categories I mentioned: gold, silver, trade goods, and currency, and take out 2.5% from that whole amount.
So next question, who can I pay zakat?
Zakat, this has been clearly mentioned in the Holy Quran in Surah At-Tawbah, ayah number 60. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions 8 categories of people whom you can give zakat to. And basically, they all come down to this, that whoever is considered as a poor person, not a wealthy person in the Sharia, as I said before, who owns less than 612 grams of silver worth of goods, he is eligible to take zakat, and you are able to give him zakat. Yes.
And what about family? These days we get many questions whether we can give zakat to family members.
Yes. Well, in Islam, it is most preferable that if you give charity, whether it be in the form of sadaqah and nafila, or whether it be in the form of zakat, that you give preference to your poor family members. But we should remember that there are certain members of our family whom we cannot give zakat. So they are basically your direct family relations, like your children, you cannot give zakat to them, and your parents and your grandparents, you cannot give zakat to them. Likewise, your wife, and for a woman, her husband, they are ineligible to take the zakat. And furthermore, a person who is a Sayyid from the lineage of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he cannot take the zakat. And also, we should remember zakat can be given to only a Muslim. A disbeliever cannot receive the zakat.
Can you give me an idea? How can I calculate my zakat easily?
Yes, so what we can do is we remember the four categories of wealth in which zakat is fard: the gold and silver, your currency, and your tradable goods. So you see how much of these things you have, see their value as of today, as of the date when you have to give the zakat, and you need to minus off some things from this wealth. So for example, you have liabilities which you need to pay off. You have taken a debt, and the debt is due on you, which you have to pay now. So these things you will have to minus off from what you had added up. And likewise, for example, you have your utility bills, you have your electricity bills, your water bills. If these are due on the date of giving the zakat, you need to minus them off. So once you add your total wealth and you minus off your liabilities, you will get a what do you say, you will get a final amount. From that you take off 2.5%, and that will be the amount you have to give for zakat.
And final question is like I need to know if I am paying zakat 120,000. If I am paying zakat 120,000, can I pay that amount like monthly, every month, if I cannot pay in once?
Yes. Yeah, but before answering this, we need to know one thing, that zakat, when does it be? We know upon whom it is obligatory, but when does it become obligatory on him? And how does a person know when it is fard on him? So we should know that what we had mentioned, that the 612 grams of silver worth, if you became a possessor of this amount, so you note down this date when you first became a possessor of this much of wealth, when you had this much of savings with you. So note that date and see for the next year on that same date, if you see that you still have this much of wealth with you in your savings, then this will be the date on which you have to give your zakat, right? Now, before this date approaches, after a completion of the year, you may give your zakat in portions. You may divide the whole amount of zakat into, for example, 12 months, and every month, say, you have to give 120,000. You can give 10,000 each month until that date arrives. After that date, we should not delay giving the zakat, because zakat has to be given immediately after the date approaches.
As you said about the essential need and liabilities, can you expand that? Can you give
Yes.
some examples?
So yes, so as for essential needs, you can also consider, additionally to what I had mentioned, you can consider, for example, the AC which you have in your own house. You can consider the books which you have for reading. Say you attend college, so the books you have for your reading, that is considered as an essential good. And also, when you see even more deeper into this, all those types of wealth which are not categorized under the four which I had mentioned, right? So which are not gold or silver, nor they are currency, nor they are tradable goods. So when you contemplate on this, you will find many things which are not categorized as zakatable. You do not need to give zakat on them. Like for example, you have your shop. The shop itself, it is not zakatable. You need not take out zakat upon the value of the shop. Likewise, your house, or a plot of land which you have given out for rent, or a building or a apartment you have given out for rent, that is not considered as a zakatable good. Likewise, CCTV cameras which you may have installed in your shop, you need not calculate the value for them to give out the zakat. So what you need to see, which wealth of yours falls in the category of these four. Are they gold and silver, or are they tradable goods which you have kept for selling off, or are they from the form of currency? Or if you want further details and a more longer list of items which would be categorized as essential, or those items which are zakatable and not zakatable, I will share with you a PDF. This would have everything listed out and you can refer to that. This will also include a table which you can refer to when calculating your zakat, which are of the items you need to add up and which of the items you need to minus off, and how you will calculate.
So let's all make sure we pay our zakat properly and we help the needy. May Allah accept this from us. Ameen. And thank you to watching Talk with Abu. You will get a complete details about zakat in a PDF in the description. So click the link and get the PDF. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.